Hi, it's the Raw Traveler here again. I've got Dave again here. Right now I'm in Southern California in Los Angeles. And Dave, who was the star of my first video, is here back again. And we're going to do an update on the interview with him. Hey, Dave. Uh, Now you've been traveling for a while for free and for cheap. Tell me more about it. Like, what have you been doing over the last few months?
Well, basically just a lot of the things that you talked about in your videos, signing up for credit card promotions, uh, completing the requirements of the promotion, sometimes completing monthly spends to get extra points. Uh, I've stayed in different places around the world for free. I mean, I came to visit you in California, uh, and that was free.
Where else did you go?
I've been to Middle East, and I was in Florida for a month. Uh,
That's cool. Wow, Florida for a month. And how do you find it? Are you finding it difficult to do these things, or is it easy, or is it something you really like to do?
no, at the beginning you just have to understand it at the beginning, which doesn't take much time, and then after that it's the breeze. I mean, you don't even have to think about what you're doing. And another thing is when you're traveling, you meet a lot of people, and like I stayed for a third of the time I was in Florida. I was on the beach. Somebody I just met when I was traveling, I stayed at their place for free. So you find
Yes.
opportunities like that.
Yeah, I find that too. You get to meet a lot of people, and sometimes somebody's sitting right next to you on the airplane, and you have so much in common with them that you just they take your phone number and your email, and suddenly you have a new friend, and it's pretty cool. So, are you going to be planning any big trips in the future?
Yeah, I'm going to Thailand for the summer. I'm leaving in May.
Thailand. So, so is it like it's not going to cost you much for this trip, is it?
No, just some airline taxes, but that's it.
And we went the other day to the Thai consulate, and it was pretty easy to get the visa to go there and everything.
Yeah, I was in there like 5 minutes.
Yeah. So, like, would you recommend people do this? I mean, it's pretty simple.
I absolutely recommend it to anybody. If you're super rich and you're one of these extremely rich people that you don't think you need to do it, then fine. But for the rest of us, I think there's no reason why you shouldn't do it
Yeah.
because it's really easy. It takes hardly any of your time.
Up to now, so what are your balances like? Your mileage balances? Do you feel like you can do a lot more traveling, or
I could go anywhere in the world I want to go right now. And if if you would have asked me a year ago if I thought that I would ever go to any of these places, I would have said probably not. Because I just had this disconnect. I thought that having money equated to traveling, but really you have to have very little money to travel. It's just you just have to use the resources available to you, and that's what I'm doing.
so where do you plan to stay when you're in Thailand?
In Thailand, I'm gonna be in a few different places, but just staying in hotels there.
That's that's absolutely phenomenal. What about do you find do- doing this hobby is enjoyable, or is it like a tedious thing, or
It's not tedious for me. I honestly do it with the mindset that what I'm doing is just taking a small amount of time, and I'm gonna get to enjoy months of travel for that small investment of my time.
so how does it make you feel? Like, does it give you freedom, or
Yeah, I mean it's great. Like I can go anywhere I want, and I don't have to pay for it. And my family members, they're always asking me like, "Oh, how are you going there? You can't afford to go there." I'm like, "Well, yeah, I can. I just go where I want to go." And they don't understand. But
Have you had anything that you were disappointed with, like a pitfall or something that didn't go right?
Thing that didn't go right. Not really. The biggest disappointment was just not going more places before this. 'Cause, you know, you get out of your comfort zone and you realize that how much more is out there. You know, nobody realizes that there's a whole other world outside of your little life that you've been in for years. So.
And for the future, what are your plans? Are you going to do a lot more travel, or are you going to settle down somewhere?
Well, I'm going to be finishing up college by about this time next year, so probably between now and then travel a little bit in the Caribbean after I get back for a fall semester, and then I'm actually going back to Thailand to study abroad a year from now, and then after that probably maybe backpack Europe or go to Australia or Africa or someplace like that till I decide I want to start working.
That's really neat. All right. Any other comments or questions or anything?
No, I would recommend that everybody at least give this a try, because if you've ever wanted to travel, there's really no better way to do it than to not pay for it. So.
Yeah, and there's a pretty big community. There's a lot of people doing this. It's not like we're some weird little sect of strange people. There's blogs. There's people doing this. Thousands of people doing it. In fact, we went to the shopping mall the other day, and I went to buy a gift card, and the lady said, "Oh, there's a guy coming in about an hour from now. I got to prepare 16 cards for him." I just bought one. So there's people out there that are doing this. A lot of people are doing this, and it's working for everybody. So if people are afraid to start it, afraid to get their feet wet or so on, you can start little by little, and if you don't like it, just don't do it anymore. But if you do enjoy it, then there's no reason why you shouldn't be doing this. I think everybody should enjoy travel for free.
Yeah, I mean, and some of those sites can be intimidating because you think all these people are like pro travelers, but what you got to realize is that everybody started somewhere. So if you have any questions, you should definitely like shoot Ian a message, and I'm sure he'll get back with you as soon as possible.
Great, that sounds great. So you're enjoying your trip in California?
Yeah.
And you got to go back soon, but the weather's getting a little bit better up there.
It's still pretty cold in the Midwest where I'm from, yeah.
So from sunny California, this has been the Raw Traveler. Thanks for watching.